Hello, my name is Dr. Ginny Barrow, your CGA host on CGA Studios, brought to you by Game Change Agency. And I'm also the founder of Fearless Women at Work, an executive coaching and career strategy company. And for those of you who don't know me, I have been in the financial services and technology industry for the past 26 years. And I am thrilled today because I have next to me Tatiana Mahmood. And she and I will be talking today about a couple of really interesting topics, among other things. And we're going to be talking about creating workplaces that are conducive to innovation, and also designing those workplaces and our products through a human-centered approach. So I just want to introduce you to Tatiana, and just let me tell you a little bit about this powerhouse that I have right here. Tatiana is currently the General Manager and Director of Product Management, User Experience Design, and Mobile and Web Engineering for Amazon Web Services. She's a transformative leader with a passion for ideas and a drive to win. And she's an economic anthropologist and someone who successfully completed impossible projects. Now, Tatiana believes that the key to creating value is to understand people better than they understand themselves, and also designing through a human-centered approach, often challenging our technologies to stretch or recombine into new solutions. So welcome, Tatiana.
Well, thank you, Ginny.
So Tatiana, I want to start with a pretty basic question. You have a PhD in economics and cultural anthropology, and you now work in Silicon Valley, and you are a technology product creator and designer. So how did this happen?
It's funny because you would think, how does an anthropologist get to manage engineering teams? And I think it'll make sense once I explain the following, that today the technology is pretty much a commodity. We know so much about technology. It's moving so quickly. There's so many resources on the internet to learn about the technology. But really, when it comes down to it, building new technology products comes down to organizing people to build things for other people that they will want. That's right. And that's really it. It's all just about people, and it's people all the way down. It's about hiring the teams, motivating them to do the right things, understanding the mindsets of customers, and then matching those two things about the people who work for me and the customers that I'm designing for, and getting those two things to come together so that we can build really great products and services in as fast a time as possible so we can get them into customers' hands.
That's right. And so the two are very complementary.
They're entirely the same thing, actually. It's really just all about people. It's people who build the technology, and they build it in the service of meeting the needs of other people.
That's right. That is right. And so in this field of technology and innovation, building a culture that supports innovation is key. So can you share with us, from your own experiences, from what you do currently as a leader at Amazon Web Services, how you go about doing this, and what are some of the key challenges and some of the insights that you can share with other leaders that are in similar positions that would help them to create a culture that is conducive to innovation?
Sure. Well, the first thing is, I think as leaders, we all need to know, where are we starting from and who are the people that we have in our organization currently. So it's really around assessing what style of leadership do we have, and are we seeing the types of outcomes that we hope to see from our teams? And if they aren't, is it because we're not getting the ideas that we want from people, right? That are allowing us to stay ahead of the game, or at least keep up with the pace of change that's going on around us? Or is it around getting things to market, right, from the ideas? Often what I find in organizations is that there are plenty of ideas. Ideas are cheap. And it's really around the leadership creating a structure within the organization to allow those ideas to actually be developed, and to prioritize them and have enough patience to allow those ideas to really grow and flourish. So that's one key piece of it, is knowing where are you starting from and what do you want to see more of. The second piece is, how do you help people really get closer to their customer, right? So when we build something that's new, or when we create a new product or service, we have to be clear that we're doing it in service of something that our customers really want and will value. And so how do you build what we would call at Amazon, the mechanisms, all the way through the organization, from the entry-level worker all the way up to the CEO, so that those people are engaging constantly with not just feedback from customers and sales presentations or marketing events, but really feedback from customers when they're actually dealing with their frustrations around the product that we've built, and around what really frustrates them. Oftentimes, focusing on customer problems is far more interesting when it will lead to much better ideas than anything else. So how do you build and grow an organization where you're close to your customer, where you give your people the time and give them the space and the infrastructure to then really take what customers say and what you see that they value, and actually start to build up from there?